Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the IAPL for another weekend of Putch action. Tonight, we got a special event for you. It is our Season 2 All-Star Tournament. We're going to have a handful of games tonight. It'll be running till... What time are we ending this thing? I think 10:30. 9:40 will be the last game possible starting. So we'll have a long one tonight. Starting here at 8 o'clock, we have our games on this server. We do have more games running on another server in this round robin. So we got 3 rounds of a round robin, and then we'll have the final few rounds going on. So first up, we have our kinetic koi and our brutal bass. So just to go over the lineups real quick, but before I do that, the other games that are going on right now are in the other server, and they are being live streamed over on Big Rick's Twitch channel. So go check that out. If you're in the server, if you're in the Discord server, it is linked in announcements. For those of you that aren't, it is Big Rick 318 on Twitch. So let's go over these lineups real quick. I forgot to mention, I am joined by the one and the only Jamiroquai Lover doing some commentary for me tonight. Say hello.
What's up? Hello. I would be playing, but I'm kind of washed, so I'm where I belong. I took the biz route.
All right, let's pull these back up. I just had them up, and then I lost them. Our lineups. Come on now. There they are. All right, so for the kinetic koi, we have a lineup consisting of our forwards Serbain, Dry, and Super Xander. On defense, we got Vareem, Prada, and Liability. I forgot to turn off the in-game chat here. And in net, we got Peasy and Draken. This team is made up of players from Project Biba and the Vancouver Sharks. And then
This is a lineup that can shoot.
oh yeah.
I mean, if I was any opposing goalie, I would be mortified.
Speaking of opposing goalies, let's start with them. On the brutal bass side in net, we have Jaws and Luke. 2 very good goaltenders in their own right. I think they should be a little bit scared. And then up front for them, we have Midnight, Jules, and Laverne. I don't know if Laverne is here, unless that's who that is that just joined. DeFox's girl. Let's see who that is. Or is that Midnight?
That's Midnight.
That's Midnight. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if we'll have Laverne tonight, but that's okay. On defense, we got Log, Ashmeadle, and Patra.
It's a good team.
That's a good team. A little bit more of the dangle style rather than the snipe style that we see on the koi. So we'll see.
I think no matter what, both teams with the fierce opposition in this are going to have to really center everything around passing. I think we're going to see a lot more brilliant team play than brilliant individual play. I think we'll get glimpses of it, but especially with the way these teams are set up, it's really got to be spacing.
All right, I just let them know to start when ready. I can't see what I'm typing, so let me know if that's legible.
You typed that in all caps, so you do sound a little aggressive, but it's okay. You got to kind of light a fire under their asses here. We have 2 of 8 votes.
All right.
Either way, I mean, you want to go over who's starting the games right now?
Sure. Yeah, we got, it's like on the Bass, we got Midnight at center and Jules on their wing. And we got Patra and Log on defense to start, and Luke in net. Um, on the Koi, we got Super Xander at center, Drysidle on his left wing, Liability on left defense, Vareem on right defense, and Peasy in net. Oh, looks like we might get a quick swap here. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's it's not ideal.
Yep.
Well,
I don't know what happened.
it appears we're going to wait a sec just because liability.
Might have crashed.
Yeah, might be Serbain coming in, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Possibly.
Not sure if liability is going to be joining back, but if so, I'd imagine he still gets the nod.
Looks like there were some substitutes that were supposed to be made earlier. Um, looks like Midnight was supposed to be subbed out for Silly Man Blah, but looks like Midnight could make it, so that's good. Um, some of the later games we'll go over those substitutions when we get to those teams.
All right, and there's liability back.
Okay.
And it looks like we are good to go. Should be starting in a few seconds here. As soon as that vote starts, I'll let you know, Trout. And the vote has started. And here we go. Xander and Midnight taking the face off here. Midnight wins it. Immediately sent up where it's already, oh. Midnight almost got a stick there. We've got Drysaddle taking it. Some pressure. But they find Vareem. Beautiful pass out to liability. Another good pass. Now Xander's got it. Just Patra just got a stick on it, but here comes Log, who's lifted by Drysaddle. And if Drysaddle plays his cards right here, goes for a shot, not enough on it. Luke swats it, goes behind him. The Bass come the other way. Not without some pressure from Drysaddle here. Bit of a scramble, but Midnight finds it on the left. 1-on-3. They still maintain it, but Vareem finds it. And Patra kind of scrambles with it there, but can't find a way out there. And now we have Xander taking control of it. Pass out to liability, but it looks a little soft. Jules has almost had it. And now we've got Drysaddle coming the other way. We have a breakaway. Drysaddle, Vareem on his left. What a save by Luke. I mean, that's why he's an all-star. Got Midnight coming the other way now. Oh, Jules has almost got a stick on that. Bit of a scramble, but the puck finds its way to Vareem. Good handles to find it his way through, but okay, Drysaddle came back for it. Liability now. Oh, another good save by Luke. I have to say, so far the Bass have looked pretty out of it, but Luke has really done well to keep them in there. I think the big thing to watch out for here is Drysaddle. But Trout, you got to say, the Koi have been spacing out well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just realized I was muted. Yeah, Koi have been doing a good job passing. Um, keeping possession. And yeah, I will agree. Luke has done a good job so far on that breakaway chance. You did a good job not guessing where the puck was going to be shot, but reading the stick angle and um, really preventing that shot from getting past him.
Whoa, hold up. I'm sorry to interrupt. That was a great pass from Log, but Log still has it. Can fire it. What a save by Peasy there. Looks like the Bass are slowly finding their way back, but it's been a good game so far. Oh, I mean, that was a beautiful centering pass there from Jules's, but not sure where Midnight Stick was going. And now you've got Vareem going the other way. Oh, just over. Jules is with it now to Patra, who's got Midnight in center. Oh, almost.
Yeah, good chance at the bat there.
But now you've got a 3-on-1 the other way. Log, I have to say, Log and Luke, the pair of 57s have been phenomenal so far. And tactically speaking, I think that the Bass are reading it well. However, that is not a place where you want to lose the puck. Draisaitl to the middle. Good bat away by Luke.
Yeah, good rebound control to knock that out of the air and get it away.
Vareem almost found Draisaitl there, but I think with both teams, you can now see they're having one steady anchor. You know, the Koi are having liability at the back. The Bass are kind of keeping Log at the back because they know what a save by Peasy, but it's because they both know the offensive capabilities that the other teams have. Now here comes Vareem with 10 seconds left. Another good save by Luke. And that's surely the end of the period.
Yeah, that was a great save by Luke to bat that away before the man in front could bat that into the net. That was a really good chance.
I mean, both goalies have been phenomenal so far, but I mean, Luke has been different gravy. And if he carries this on, I don't even know the ways that they could win this. And that's a good block there.
A good defensive stick.
Draisaitl's got Xander up there. Xander against Log. Xander kind of dangles Log there. Still has Patra to beat and doesn't beat Patra. Log the other way now against Draisaitl. Liability intercepts the pass and sends it up. Okay. Good clearance by Luke, but only as far as Draisaitl, who tries to center it, but Xander unfortunately does not have Michael Jordan's vertical, so that ends up going back to Jules's, who finds Midnight. Almost a beautiful tip, but that 5-hole of Peasy's was closed. Draisaitl back the other way. Intercepted by Jules's. And if they play this right, they have a 2-on-2.
Oh.
But unfortunately, the puck just ended up behind the stick. And now you've got Jules stuck there, creating a 3-on-3 in the offensive zone. Vareem now, kind of fighting with Log. Xander ends up there in the middle of it, but gets passed around. However, Draisaitl now, with space, just passed. Now Jules's. Keep an eye on Midnight up there. Trying to be a front of net presence. Good pass out from Xander to Dry. Dry back to Xander. Just hit him on the wrong part of the stick. That's unfortunate. Now, if Dry can get there, this is another good chance.
Wow,
what a save
jumping
again by Luke.
Save. Holy.
I mean, that takes balls. That is a goalie who went for a heat check. However, you got Vareem back out there now. They send it back up, and they have, I believe that's Midnight up there who's pressing. I'm so used to Midnight being 18, but this is, oh, now you got Dry. He has space.
There it
And
is.
there is Vareem. Fortunately, Luke kind of just got hung out to dry by his own team there. Looking at the replay. Yep. Just an unfortunate rebound, but, to still be at an 833 after all that is pretty impressive. Here they come again. Almost another rebound there. I mean, this Bass defense is kind of sleeping right now. Ooh, that just went through. Midnight in a one-on-one with Liability. Puck ends up just behind them. I gotta say, if not for Luke here, I think the Bass would be losing a lot worse.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had a lot of really high danger chances.
Here they come again.
Oh,
Xander off the bar. Vareem back in there. Oh, Draisaitl just wide. This is a Bass team that is just sleeping. Offense looks kind of stagnant, and now it's once again Draisaitl coming through on the breakaway. Xander in the middle.
oh,
Just past Xander. And you've got to say whatever the Bass are doing right now is not working.
oh.
However, there's a chance, and what a save by Peasy. Jules is almost with the rebound. Midnight just barely skates past it. And now Liability gets it clear. And it looks like if the Koi played this right, they could have another breakaway. But instead, Liability loses it to Patra, and Vareem's there to save it. Charlie, you played with Vareem. What do you think of him as a D-man?
I absolutely love Fareem. I've said 100 times on stream. He's one of my favorite players to play with. Pug, league. He's an incredible player. He's got vision. He can pass. He can shoot. He's a great man-on-man defenseman. He can really do it all.
On the topic of Vareem, he just almost grabbed himself a goal, but another good save by Luke. Are there any awards for these All-Star games?
Any awards?
Did he? Yeah. Was that another save, or did Xander just barely miss that?
I heard a ping. I think it was off the post.
Ooh.
But I'm not sure about awards. The whole All-Star tournament, which actually brings me to another thing. I wanted to thank Neko for putting this whole thing together. This has really been his baby. So thank you, Neko. He's done almost everything for this tournament. I think the only thing I really did for it is put the jerseys into a mod pack and upload it into the season 2 jerseys mod pack and upload it. It's pretty much the only thing I've done for this. So everybody say thank you to Neko for putting this whole thing on.
I agree with that, but here comes Vareem again the other way. And once again, the pass looked kind of bad. Bailed out by Luke again. I mean, you'd have to confess, I'm pretty sure Luke probably feels like Dan Villar right now. Here comes Log, though. If anyone's scoring, I see Log being the one. But
yeah, those
no,
log
and instead,
bombs.
once again, a breakaway.
Those log bombs can be
Luke
quite lethal.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on the receiving end of a couple.
Yeah. It might make the Koi have to log off.
Nice.
All right, I'll retire after that.
Nice, good one.
And here comes Vareem again. Patra with good pressure, but however, it only comes as far as Draisaitl. Now Draisaitl again on Midnight. Dangles past. Draisaitl has a clear shooting lane here. Takes it. Saved by Luke again. Centers it. No one home. Vareem, though. I don't know where Pratra's going. Oh, just under the stick of Draisaitl, but he centers it again. Once again, no one there. But Log just cleared it out again, and once again, it's back with them. Draisaitl got knocked down, but this is not a good game for the Bass. Good save. Peasy there. All right. Here comes Log. Sends it up with a lot of hope, but fortunately just a little off.
It was close.
And now I've got Xander coming the other way.
Beautiful
Xander
pass.
out to Dry, who just evades the puck, and then Vareem tries to go for it, but just wide. And there goes Peasy. Probably waiting for a pass here. Sends it up to Vareem, who just kind of bounces it a little too far. And I've got Midnight coming the other way, but unfortunately they just were unable to get anywhere with it. And now you have Xander, who just dangled a whole team. Shot's just not good enough, but I mean, if not for Luke, I think that the Bass would be at least down 3-4-0 right now.
Yeah, I think so. Luke has been stellar so far.
Yeah. I mean, he's kept them within one goal, so now all they have to do is go out and get that. But to be quite frank, I don't see that happening right now with the way their offense is running. Been just a bit too stagnant and too predictable. All right, and now you've got Dry coming the other way. Vareem on the left side, Dry centering. Vareem to Dry, shot and goal. Once again, Luke just hung out to Dry. I think Patra just bit too early there.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was a really good pass and a great shot.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're the Bass, you got to be a little worried going into the next game. If you're the Koi, you have to be nothing but happy. I mean, this has been complete domination. The scoreboard doesn't reflect that enough, but here's Jules with a one-on-one. Dangles, but can't find the finish.
Beat the goalie with the toe drag, but couldn't finish on it.
And now you got the Bass running an empty net. Looks like they're sending Silly out here. But here's Xander on the empty net. Can't get a shot off. Jules is the other way. Silly in the center. Midnight's going to claim it. Lifted by Dry. And now you've got Vareem. Barely missed it. 40 seconds left here. Silly with it. Jules is to his left. Tries to play the pass, but just a bit too far. However, you've got Midnight and Silly coming back in there. Okay. And Xander gets it out there. Draisaitl's going to send it back to Xander for the empty net, and that's 3-0, and that's a game. Well, I mean, the shot count says it all. 13-5 is brutal. Actually, I think that just, yep, no, that's still 13-5. All right. Who do we have next?
One moment here. All right, well, let me go to the we'll be right back screen and let me find our survey. Go back into the All-Star announcements. So next
We have Tuna versus Bass, right?
Yep, tuna versus bass.
All right. We're still on stream, right? Or are we muted?
We are live still.
All right. Well, I don't know how much you'd have to say about that game, but I mean, that was just Koi domination.
Yeah, Koi played very well. Yeah, Bass just needed to keep their possession a little bit longer. I think they were giving up the puck too much.
Yeah. I feel like they weren't really able to connect the dots as far as players go. It felt like their offense just wasn't generating enough. You know, there were a few chances where I thought they might have scored, but just all in all, it was kind of a combination of stagnant offense and then just not enough defense. I think as soon as that first goal went in,
Yep.
it was off the back of a lot of pressure.
What was our score there? 3-1?
3-0.
3-0, my bad.
No worries. No, so now we've got bass and tuna coming up now. So let's see the bass, but this tuna team could be good. Also, they are ready to start. Wow. All right. Can I let them know they're good start?
Yep, go ahead. We are back.
And we have, was it the tuna versus the bass?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this game really poses the question of what's the difference between a tuna fish and a bass?
Uh-oh.
You can't tuna fish, but you can tuna bass.
There we go.
And now we have Silly on the puck. As far as the lineup changes go, it looks like the bass are still sticking with Patra. This time they got Jaws in net.
Oh.
Ash is in there now. And they're sticking with Jules's, but letting Silly Man be the center now. And then for the tuna fish, they are running Sun in net, B on right defenseman, Zafer on left defenseman, Quapple on the left wing, and then Marcus as a center. This is a good matchup.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you got Silly immediately going for a
Oh,
breakaway, and Stun shuts him down. He was trying to cut it back to that right post, but no one was there. And now you've got Ash recovering it. Jules is pressing in. And Jules is, I think, gets there. Yeah, Jules still has it. Tries to find a shot way wide. Patra now, who gets shut down. Something looks to have switched in the Bass play. I mean, I know it's only been a minute and a half here, but this is a very different team from what we just saw. Now you've got Silly coming. Looks like Jules is just going to be more of a center of this game. Jules still has it. Tries to find Ash in the center. B blocks it. Silly fan finds it again. Got Ash in the center. Ash just doesn't get there, and now you've got Safer coming the other way, but Ash holds on very well. All right, Zafer on the left now. Blocked by Jules's. Marcus finds it. Kind of scrambling around here. But here's B. Shoots it up and wide, but it's okay. You know, it's in the beginning of the game, you really got to set the tone, and I think that the Bass are winning this battle right now.
yeah, so far they're
Of course.
looking much better.
Here's Silly now. Oh, Dangles
Oh,
tries to find a shot, but it just goes under Jules's. They got Quapple handling. Got Marcus out right. Doesn't find Marcus. Jules is now kind of fans on it. Bobbles around in there, and Silly ends up finding it. Who plays it only as far as Marcus, and now Marcus has some Dangles there. And Dangles past everyone, and also Dangles past himself. Ash the other way now. Zafer up on him. Zafer with a good block there. And you got Marcus coming up. And Marcus finds it. 2-on-1 with Quapple in the center and Silly defending. Marcus looks for the shot. Way over. All right. Sun has it. Plays it up, but not too far. You got Ash almost getting that, but Zafer has it. Zafer still has it. I have no clue how Zafer still has it, and Zafer no longer has it. Sometimes you gotta have puck luck, but here's Silly.
wow.
Off the post, and
Very
Jules has
close.
almost had the rebound. I've got Marcus in there. He's probably going to handle into a shot. Yep. Easy save for Jaws. But Quapple behind the net, and what a hit by Silly, but he took himself out there too. Now you got Zafer, almost with the wrap.
Oh,
And Quapple sends it wide left.
it's a little bit too much rotation on that stick when he shot it. A little bit less, and that would have been right in.
Well, now the puck's with Quapple somehow. Ash with good defense there. I think the Tuna are really finding their footing here. It's just a good game. No clue why Ash just tried to send that back, but I guess spacing is a good thing to have here. Sends it way up to Patra. What a beautiful pass. Centers it for Jules's.
Oh,
Over. And this feels like a fully different team than the one we just saw. If I'm correct, the Tuna just lost their game 2-1. So we've got two games here, two teams here who lost their last game. Which, and so far, from what we've seen, I don't think we really expected this.
no, yeah, it looks like just getting Silly out there. Um, really changed the whole Bass dynamic as far as
Yeah.
their front end.
Yeah, I think that running Jules and Silly, Jules and Midnight in the center just kind of clogged the whole space too much
Mm-hmm.
because now you see that they're really all able to find some time on the puck and really make those decisions. And this might be an icing here. And it is. We have our first icing call of these two games. And the face-off is Control. Oh, it still kind of bounces around. We had Ash and Quapple stuck there. Ash tries to center it. Still kind of inconclusive who has full control, but it looks like it's the Bass in the offensive zone. Good handles by Jules there to find space. Tries to send it up to Silly. What a pass. And what was that, a save? No, okay. I had to check the shots on goal there, but that was not a save. But the Bass look a lot more dangerous. Just need that finishing touch. I know it's a bit easy to say, but I think whoever scores first is going to control this. I see this game ending 1-0. Almost found Silly there for center. Now you got Ash out right. Tries to center it. Finds Silly again. Not really under control, but still finds Jules. And Jules is shut down by Quapple. But Quapple doesn't chase after it. Jules still there. Out to Ash. To the center. Sticked away by Sun. Now you have Silly in their own defensive zone. He's got some options up there. But this is very much a man-marking defense from the Tuna here. I think is a good call to make. Now you got Marcus. Shut down, but B's there. And finds its way to Jaws. It clears out comfortably to Jules. This is a good chance here. Silly in the center. Just shut down. Silly's still there. Up and high. Jules just kind of misses it midair. And now you've got Marcus and Zafer going the other way. Marcus with space. Shoots it. Misses it off the post. Zafer was almost there with a stick. Silly back out. Now Quapple's kind of lagging behind. But this is really good press from the Tuna here. And now, finally, Marcus finds the puck with space against Poitras. I don't know where Poitras was going there. I'm not known for my defense, but I definitely am aware that you probably shouldn't be skating away from the puck if they're one-on-one. All right. B with some press from Jules here. Sends it out to Quapple, who's shut down.
It's a good idea.
And Poitras is going to get it. Poitras still has it. And Sun comes out to send it away. And it goes as far as almost the net. So that was almost the Tuna's second shot on goal of the game. From their own goaltender. Not ideal. All right. We got Poitras here. Tries to center it a bit for Silly.
I don't know how he fell over there.
Yeah, I don't know why he was on the ground there, but you'd imagine if he wasn't, that would be a great chance. All right. Silly once again with pressure. Here comes Poitras, who's back on his skates. Sends it out to Ash, but just over. That was a beautiful passing play there. All right, here's Marcus.
What a play.
That is just beautiful. I mean, look at the man marking on Marcus. He's got Silly and Jules on him. No one's even looking at Quapple. And Quapple has an empty net in front of him. And like I said, it's going to be whoever gets the first goal is probably going to win it 1-0. And I thought I was about to get hit with a commentator's curse, but I was not. Here's B and Zafer. The two defensemen for it. Jaws scrambles with the save. Marcus with it now. Marcus has looked so dangerous all game.
Yeah, Marcus has that touch to him. You give him a little bit of space, it's going to be in the back of your net.
I mean, you can always kind of predict that he's going to handle it, but even just knowing he's going to handle it isn't enough because he's so silky with it and so quick with it that you can't react to the defenseman. And now the puck's on the net, and it's out. All right. All right, Poitras with it. Zafer pressing. Way up, but no one there. Out to B, who just sends it up and accepts. Oh, never mind. It's going to be icing. All right, we got 5 seconds left in the second period with an offensive draw for the Bass. Let's see how this ends. Sent back, but no one's there to fire at home. And that caps the second period. What did you think, Trout?
A little bit more of a slowdown from the bass there, but the tuna really picked it up. Obviously, as we saw with that pass from Marcus to Quapple for the goal. But we saw a lot better plays from the tuna. So Bass need to pick it back up to where they were in the first period, and I think they might be able to get one back.
We'll see. There's Zafer, who sends it just in front of his net, but there's Poitras. Silly in the center. Just to the right of Silly's stick. All right, Ash back in the center. Marcus is there, and that is not a guy who you want to give the puck to. Thankfully for the Bass, he mishandled it, but they still don't have the puck. And Marcus has it again. I think he might have done just a little bit too much there.
Yeah, I tried to get a little too cute with it, but that's how you shut down a guy like Marcus. You gotta come at an odd angle and really pressure him. You can't give him the space to work with.
Yeah, well, here's an offensive draw. And it looks like it's going to go out to Jules. Yep. And he sends it back up. Here's Sun. Kind of looking to milk the clock a little bit, which makes sense, you know. And the Bass have had their flashes, and I think that whatever the Tuna can do to shut down their momentum, the better. Once again, out to Jules, though. He's got Poitras to his left. And with enough speed, yep, there's Poitras. Can he get a shot, or does Zafer get there? Zafer gets there.
Yeah, it looks like Zafer was conserving some of his stamina there to be able to speed past Patra. It was a good play by him.
And that's smart, but he did just turn over and give them a very costly chance. But thankfully, they're all fine, and Zafer's just going to send it out. And it's an icing. Oh, we have 3 minutes and 33 seconds here for the Bass to get one back, or for the Tuna to really solidify it. It's back to Jules, who just kind of whiffs on it a little bit. And I've got Zafer coming the other way. And he's just going to send it back into the zone. We are seeing pure Haram puck from the Tuna here. Oh! Well, how's that gone in?
Great shot from Silly Man Blah.
I think it was Jules.
Oh, that was Jules. It must have hit off of Silly Man Blah.
I think it just went past Silly's hitbox, but I think that Jules was the main one who got the goal there. And now here he comes again. This would be a great way to grab the lead. Back to Silly, who fires it.
Oh,
and that was unneeded gimp there from Jules.
He did get the bat into
that would have been 2-1.
He did get the bat into the net, but he hit the goalie on the way.
Here he is again. Oh, wow. The Bass look... Why are we vote pausing?
They want to review it, I'm guessing. Or are they asking me to pause it?
I have it clipped so I can check. Yeah, they well, I'll check the clip if you can take over commentary real quick.
Yep. Oh, I don't have names on. All right, Ash Meadle tries to clear the puck. It goes up to Silly Man Blah, and now Patra will turn on it. Looks like Quapple will try to steal, but it goes a little bit too far ahead of him. Now Jules will take the puck, and he'll send it back for Silly Man Blah to create a little bit of space. He'll send it up for Patra.
I have to say, Trout, this does not look like a gint. This looks like a good goal.
All right. Well, we will. The way I usually do it is they play on, and if it changes the outcome of the game, then we change it later.
Well, my only thing here is it might lead to the Bass emptying their net.
I see.
Should I tell them to vote pause?
I could pause it. Um,
All right.
let's wait for. I do want to review it.
Yeah, I have a good angle of it.
Okay. Wait for a shot here. Okay. Let me turn on chat.
Yeah. Let me text you a I'll DM you the clip real quick. So I have it turned down to 0.25 speed. From here, it looks like Silly sends it up. Jules jumps for it. I mean, no matter what,
Give me a
my whole
second
thing is
here. I
at this
want
point,
to. Hang on. Let me pull it up on screen capture.
I'll send you a screenshot of where I think that, you know, the play is kind of finished. Like it doesn't really matter anymore. Because Jules doesn't really make any contact until the puck is basically over the line.
Yeah, give me a second here.
I sent you a few screenshots, but I don't think this is. I don't think this is really a Gint. I think they're right here to challenge it.
One moment. All right. Let me get your stream pulled up. Can you pull your stream back up? I want to get it on screen.
My screen.
Yeah.
All right, I can screen share. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to hop over to the bad mic real quick, but
That's okay. Yeah, just because you're the only one with an angle right now.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yep, I just need you to screen share so I can
wait,
pull it
hold on.
up.
I think my okay, hold up. All right, speak. Yellow.
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, so I have it pulled up in metal here. Now here it is at full speed. So you have Silly over here, sends it in. If we speed that down to 0.25, you've got that shot from Silly coming up. Now what I'm looking at here is this moment where the stick, these two sticks, they kind of battle. Sun loses the battle. Puck's going in the net. At this point, and at this point, the puck is past Sun's mask. At this point, it's basically in the net. If there is any contact, I don't think the contact impacted the goal at all. And I think this is a good goal. I can play it at
You played at full speed real
0.25 one
quick.
more time.
Just play it at full
Full
speed.
speed?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, I think you're right.
One more time at 0.25. Silly sends it. Jules goes in, hits it, wins the battle.
Now, okay. The only issue with that is his stick interfering with Sun's stick.
Okay. I don't think the sticks make direct contact at any point. I think the Gint call from the game came from there being like minimal, I guess, hitboxes kind of clashing here. But if you look at the sticks here, I think Jules gets all puck there.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
All right, can I let the server know?
Yep.
Yeah, the goal was at 301.
Okay. Well, we're
I don't
not
know if you
doing
want to change
that.
it.
We're not doing that. They were supposed to just play on.
Did B just leave the server?
I'm gonna wait for a second until the timer's up and Luke can join. I think that will do it.
Oh, Sun just resumed it. Yes, Sun just resumed the game, I think. Now we have the Tuna playing a man down here. All right, you still there?
Yep, I am here. Sorry, I was reading some Discord messages.
So Sun started the game again, and it's finished 2-1. All right, I'm going to quickly clarify the Gint call.
All right,
All right.
while we're waiting for people to trickle in here, I need to get my reskins figured out. Who do we got next coming in? Let me see
Let
here.
me check.
And who got the last one? 2-1 Koi over Salmon in the other game.
So this was 2-1 tuna over, or was it bass over tuna? I think,
no,
right?
wait, hang on. 2-1 koi over salmon in the other game that was going on at the same time. Okay. 2-1 koi over salmon. What am I putting on this? Oh, it's down here.
And now we've got koi versus tuna.
And the game we just played, it was bass beats
Tuna versus
tuna.
bass. Bass 1-2-1.
2-1. Okay. And then, sorry, who do we have right now? Oh,
Right now we're gonna
I
have
got it.
koi versus tuna.
So koi on blue. And tuna on red. Okay, bring us all back. All right, I think we're getting ready to go here.
I think so, yeah. All right, we are starting, and this is the koi versus the tuna. I don't think there's a tuna fish joke here, but if I find it, I'll make it clear. All right.
You could tuna koi, can't tuna fish.
I guess so. All right, well, we have dry salad coming the other way now. One of the koi, of course. And wow, Serbane's in now, and Oh my God, Serbain, Vareem, Dry, and Paper is horrifying. This is already looking like core domination, but 45 seconds isn't a lot. So we'll see how it goes. All right, here's Vareem behind the net. B's pressing. Paper goes to claim it. Has Draisaitl and Serbain in front. And Vareem immediately with a goal. Wow. And that's pressure immediately paying off. I also forgot to change the goalie jerseys. So take care of that real quick. And now I'm good. All right. Vareem with it now. Out in front. Stopped by Ottinger, but in Trout, it's the fastest goal we've seen in our 3 games, and it already looks like just pure control over the game. And this is a team that's clearly spent their 3 games gelling well together. All right. B's out in their own zone. And that's an icing call. All right. Peasy just does enough to get it out. And here's Dry coming the other way. Sends it into the middle. Paper. To Serbain. Not enough on it. I mean, if you're Paper, you have to be thankful that you're not playing, the most terrifying opponent. Scissors. I would like to apologize for my rock, paper, scissors joke as Paper comes the other way now. Plays it out to Serbain. Has Vareem and Paper in the middle. Doesn't center it. Out to Paper behind the net. Weird bounce there. And Draisaitl ends up with it. Just not enough on the pass, but there's Vareem, though. Ottinger just almost smacked it into his own net. Trout, you are, one of the best goalies in the game. How does it feel to be under this pressure as a goalie?
Thank you for the compliment, even if you're totally wrong. But
well, you're no Louis in that one game for the Otters in IAPL, but you're trying.
When you're in the moment, you just kind of have to lock in and focus on keeping the puck out. But then afterwards, that's when the stress hits you. So I mean, it is stressful to be taking a barrage. But yeah, I mean the good goalies they'll tell you when you're in the moment, you just do what you can. You don't think about your team giving up on you and playing bad defense. So
yeah, well, they just scored again. Serbain this time able to find that top left corner, and I mean, if you're the Tuna, you are not having fun right now. Two quick goals in the first period alone, and honestly, it could have already been more. But here's Marcus the other way, helping grab him back. Kind of dangles past Vareem. Good save by Peasy. And Dry with the defense there. I mean, we've only seen so many teams. I think there's one team we haven't seen yet, right? Salmon. Yeah,
yes,
Salmon.
Yeah, we have not seen the Salmon.
But I mean, out of the 3 teams we've seen so far, at least to my eyes, the Koi look like the best team out of all of them.
Yeah. From what we've seen, they definitely have been. They haven't lost yet in the round robin, so
wow.
They will likely be. Let me look back. Yeah, Salmon have lost 1 against the Koi, so the Koi will probably be
And they just almost grabbed another one and another one beforehand, and now Serbain out. I mean, if you're not playing for the tuna here, you are appreciating this game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're playing for the tuna, you're not having a fun time here. Dry now. Oh, Otton just got there to save it, but youch. I mean, there's not much more I can say than youch here. This is just a very one-sided game. Immediately, Draisaitl the other way, tries to send it to Serbain, just a little bit behind Vareem, though.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I will still do the camera, but you're on your own for a little bit here.
All right. Now I can say mean things about Trout. I would never.
I can still hear.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna say really nice things about Trout. All right, here we have E coming the other way, but you got B trying to fight off Serbain's pressure, and trust me, as someone who's had to do that a few times, it's not easy. Serbain is honestly one of the most underrated players you can find in this whole league. It's just he's so versatile in what he does. His handles are terrifying to play against, but then his passing and shooting is just insane. But either way, we have Draisaitl coming again. Just doesn't get there. Natty does enough to try to get it away. And now you got Marcus up against Peasy. And Peasy comes out and wins that battle. Out to Serbain immediately. He's got Dry in the middle. Just barely behind him, but Vareem's there to pick it up. He's got Serbain at the back post. Natty with a good clear there. And now you've got Paper getting there. Give me 1 second here. I'm back here, sorry. And I got back, and who I was just giving a lot of praise to, Serbain, grabs a goal. Dry with a good pass out, and Serbain goes for that near corner. And I mean, this is just kind of wild. Not in the Minnesota kind. Here you got Dry coming. Matty shuts him down. It looks like the tuna can't find any form of rhythm here. Now I've got Paper, sends it up to Draisaitl. Perfectly placed pass. I mean, that is a quarterback move right there. Out to Serbain, out to the middle, kind of bounces back. You'd imagine Serbain's going to try to go for a wrap, but never mind. Paper just off the right post. This is cruel. I mean, it's a 4-on-4, but that is. I feel bad for Matty there. I mean, that looked like I went post, bar, and out. He almost pulled off probably one of the unlikeliest goals of this game, and unfortunately couldn't get there. And now it's, I mean, once again, the Koi going the other way. It's just in a game where, like I said, it's it's 5-on-5. It's 2 goalies, or 1 goalie on each end, 4 skaters on each end. But it feels like there is a Koi player on every part of the ice. Serbain there with a great hit while trying to go for a midair. Just kind of lifts it out, but that was E. Sorry, there's 2 single-lettered people here. E just not good enough there with getting it out. However, you got Marcus, and now you've got E in the middle. Just behind him. He's going to skate back to get there. Marcus coming back in the middle. Kind of scrambles for it and misses it. And now you've got Dry and Serbain coming the other way. Dry just kind of plays around a little bit too much, but you got Paper there. Out to Serbain, who shoots it wide. Ottinger has to get rid of it, and I'm just now realizing that Paper is probably Prada. That would make sense.
That is Prada, yes.
All right, I saw number 66, and I was like, wait, Right, Prada. All right, Prada out to Serbain, but Serbain can't really get there. 53 seconds left in the second period here. Maddie just a bit shaky with getting it out there. And then Prada kind of holds on for a little too long, but Vareem is back there to save it. And I've got E probably going to send it up to Marcus. And once again, Peasy gets there, but way too shaky. And just recovers. It looks like he's in the clear here. He is, and then they proceed to play it to Serbain. This is not a good game for the entire Trout team or Tuna team. There is no Trout. We have Trout. Sorry, I'm bad with my fish. But here's B. And just another misconnection there. And then I've got Serbain the other way, but he's out of time. I mean, Trout, you still on that phone call?
Yes.
All right. From what I'm seeing here so far, it is pure Koi dominance. You know, there's just no competition here. This game is over unless the Tuna are able to find some miracle. I believe this means they've gone over 3. Of course, second one is arguable, but it was reviewed. And either way, you know, it's games like these that really show just the level between these two teams, because you have, in reality, it's like I'm watching the Utah Unks play from the PBHL. You've got Prada and Vareem really running just a nice double pivot anchor almost, and just really fending off the pressure and not letting the Tuna breathe. And then you've got Serbain up there, just kind of trying to keep one guy out. But Marcus there with some good dangles to get one back. And could there be a comeback here? And this is, you know, if there's any guy on this team who's going to get it done, it is Marcus. But he's going to need some more people to show up here. I think he's been the most dangerous one, but just not enough out of B, E, and Maddie. Here's Maddie with the pressure, though. No one there. Peasy with it now. He's got some targets to aim for. Unfortunately, it ended up with E. Almost got pressed by Serbain, but Serbain just got killed by B. Prada the other way, though. Maddie there. Now, if Maddie can play the right pass, they're in here, but he's getting pressed real hard. He just kind of gets it through the sticks, but Prada's there once again to take it. And now you've got Serbain here again. Good saves by Ottinger. I mean, even though he's let 3 in, he's still on an 800 right now. And it feels like that's been, you know, the bottom line with a lot of the teams that have been underperforming. It's been not enough offense, but great goaltending. But now here, once again, you have just a full Koi press with 3 minutes left, and it'd be cool to see a comeback, but I don't see it happening. Shot from Vareem there just wide. Prada waiting for targets in center. He holds on. Kind of bounces around in there. Vareem's waiting for a shot. And they're calling for a challenge here. I'll review it after the game just because it's, you know, not a close game here.
You want to call again?
No, there was a goal that was disallowed. I clipped it. I don't think it was Gint, but either way, I mean, it's 3-1 right now. It's not like the last game where it was so close. There was really going to be a game-winning goal. So it's, you know, it doesn't really matter right now. And I got Ring going up, 2 minutes left. There's Dry. The fans on it, but it ends up with Serbain, and I don't think they're going to mind that at all. Serbain fires it through traffic. Dry almost there with a rebound
All
off
right,
the
I'm
pad
off
from
the phone
Ottinger.
then. Who would have scored the goal? What was it?
Let
The
me
tuna?
let me check to see. Yeah, it would have been tuna. So
Okay.
it was either going to be 4-1 or 3-1. So at this point, it doesn't really matter. I'll check this after the game, just because it's not a drastic goal. Like unless the tuna like scored 2 goals right now, then maybe, but it's not going to matter. Serbain up, that might go in. Almost does, but Draisaitl instead just kind of kills himself off the bar there. But yeah, from the initial looks at it, it does not look like it would be a good goal. I'll admit my angle on it's not too great either, but oh well. I think the Koi really have this game in the bag here, and they might just get another one now as Varun's skating past. He's got Serbain in the middle, blocked by E. Serbain's still in there, blocked by B this time. I mean, Varun just got blocked by, 2 of the letters of the alphabet. That's a guy there who's going to be scared of his ABCs after this, just like Brady Kachuk. Here comes Matty, though. Plans Marcus, 20 seconds left. I mean, I think the Tuna know they're out of this one. They're very much aware that it's wraps. They're not pulling the goalie or anything. They're done with it. So that marks a 3-1 Koi win. All right, so we are going to be having the salmon versus the tuna in here.
All right.
And then let me review that Ghent call real quick.
The salmon versus koi.
Salmon versus tuna.
Salmon and tuna. Okay.
So that's where Ott dashes the other way. You've got Dry coming in. I'll send a clip to you.
Yeah, I'll take a look
I
at it.
don't think I don't think this is as clear as the other one where it was so clearly not a Ghent, but I think this is arguable goal. Because it looks like, if you want, I can screen share too, so you can kind of see it in slow motion. Do you want me to screen share real quick?
Nope, I can watch it.
All right. It looks to me like, Prada skating in there with the puck. He ends up hitting Ottinger, but Ottinger does have enough time to kind of recover there. And since Vareem does take a quick second to shoot it, and there's so much traffic in front for Ott, and Ott stays in the same place, I don't think it constitutes a Ghent call, because while it was shot, there was no one in the crease. Even though Ott was just hit, he clearly didn't mind it because he stayed in the same position. It looks like a good goal.
With the angle I have here, I'm going to call it inconclusive. I can't see what's going on when this shot was taken. There could have been contact while the shot's taken. Let me look again here.
When the shot's taken, I'll take a screenshot real quick. So when the shot's
Oh,
taken,
wait, never mind. Drysdale is just jumping in front.
yeah.
I wonder why it even called that.
I think it's because there was some initial contact from Prada when Prada was trying to center it.
Oh, wait a second. Hang on.
So I'll send you
Yeah,
two screenshots.
I do
First,
see that. That's an awful long time, though.
Yeah. There's a good, I'd say 5 seconds after Ott gets hit. Because okay, I'll screenshot the crease and the mini map when this happens. But to me, I would say if the puck went in at the moment where I sent you that screenshot of the mini map, it's game. But because that's what the front of the net looked like while it was happening, I don't think that's a game. And then Salmon and Tuna are saying they're ready.
Okay, yeah, let them know. Go ahead.
All right, so they're good to go.
Okay, let me. All right, we are back. Good. Back into the IAPL Discord here.
All right, and we are starting. And we have Salmon versus the Tuna, I believe. Let me quickly finish with jerseys. Silky Salmon versus the Tough Tuna. I love the alliteration on these names. All right. Well, as far as the lineups go, the Silky Salmon are running RD and net, Cave and Sharky on defense, and Cap and Clash Royale on offense. And the Tough Tuna are running Sun and net, E and B on defense, and Marcus and Natty the forward. So basically the same lineup we saw just now against the Koi. But here, with Marcus handling the other way, Maddie on the puck now, kind of pressed hard. Sharky ends up recovering it. E kind of just lifts it in. And they almost had Sharky on a breakaway there. Cap's pressing now. There's Marcus also kind of trying to get it through. Both teams not really able to find full control, but what Cave does here might change that. However, he turns it over. E has it now, tries to find Maddie. Maddie is not positioned too well there and ends up just shooting it wide. Now you've got Clash Royale and Cap coming the other way against B. And Clash just kind of got caught in between two minds there. Ended up being unable to find a full shot. He still got it. Tries to find Cap in front, but Sun ends up getting it. Here's Marcus the other way now against Cave. Cave does well to shut him down. And then Clash Royale is there to recover the puck. He gets it up to Cap, who has speed and only has B in front of him and Sharky to his left. Almost gets it. But once again, another close one, and then it's batted out of there. And I've got E. Clash Royale has it back. And scrambles around there. Clash Royale finds it again. Tries to get out to Cap. Who gets there, kind of double touches on it, but that doesn't hurt him at all. And Sun barely shuts down that near post. Was actually going away, but was able to be there in time for Cap's shot. And now the Tuna kind of have control again. Here's E. Tries to kind of do a 360, but that ends up not working at all for him. And he almost sent Cap the other way in a breakaway. That would not have been good. And there's Cave. Pressed by Maddie. Maddie gets it back. Up to E. That's a good pass. That is tape to tape right there. But E can't really seem to find too much help there. Gets out to Marcus, who's pressed by Clash and Sharky. And Clash ends up narrowly getting it out of there. Bailed out by Cave. Cave has Sharky to his right. Cap to the left. Cap tries to center it. There's Cave. Cave patient with it. Tries to chip it up a little bit. Gets another chance. And eventually, Clash Royale ends up finding it back with a minute to go. The only shot on target so far has been Cap shot on target, which Sun stopped. But so far, both teams are playing well. I would say the Tuna are defending a lot better than they had for those first few games. Now they got Marcus the other way. Good save by Artie Gamer. That right there is a former Orlando Otter. Love that dude. All right, here's Cave. Handles it. Not really enough. It finds Cap. Cap finds Clash in the center. And it looked like Cave and Clash couldn't decide who was going to get the puck there. And that might cost them because that was the chance. There goes RD trying to find Clash Royale again. Clash with it now. He's got 8 seconds. He's going to have to fire it. He doesn't end up finding time to fire it. And that is the first period. Trout, what do you think?
Yeah, a bit of a slow period. Lots of passing going on. Not much on net. I think both teams just need to, find their possession and carry it more, and just throw it on net a little bit more. They're trying to get too fancy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the winner goes on to like a final, right?
I think this is a best of 3, ain't it?
Is it?
Let me look here. Oh my God.
What?
They just shot one and it like stuck to the post and just
they
trickled
are
down.
best of 3s.
Okay, these are best of 3s. Okay.
It was Clash. He's got Cap to his right. He tries to find him. Kind of takes a fortunate bounce off Marcus, but Sun is able to close up the 5-hole. Cave on the response, not enough. There's Cap on the right side. Clash Royale behind that. Sharky on there. He goes for none of those. And it looks like Marcus, oh, he's got to fire this one. He does, and that is a stick save from RD Gamer. I mean, that's just, I got to say, the Tuna are looking a lot more comfortable now. All right. Here's Cap with it now. B does good to kind of body block him. E takes it, but Cap once again there with a block. Just goes over Cave's stick, and then Sharky's there, as usually is, behind his own net to recover it. Cap as well to tip that up to avoid an icing call. And Marcus handles past him smoothly. Now he's got Clash. Doesn't get past Clash, and I think he just tried to handle a little bit too much there, but he's fortunate to still leave there with the puck. And now he sends it up to Maddie. Got Sharky coming. Hits it back to E, and that was almost a beautiful play. All right, now you got B. Tries to get up to Maddie. Cave's there, but E's there for the recovery against Sharky. Sharky does well to shut him down there. Gets it up to Clash. Clash's Cap on the right. Ends up just kind of sending it across the line to Sharky. Cave's going to take it. E doesn't do enough to respond there. And then Cap ends up leaving with it. But there was a stick there. I believe it was Sun's stick that got that puck away before it got dangerous. And now Sharky's coming in to win that race. Sends it up to Cap. And that was almost a beautiful goal. Sun's kind of shaky with the puck here. No one was there to help Cap out. I mean, that's, you got to admit, that is a position where you need some help. Cap's there to take it away now. Finds Cave. Sharky does good to bat it away there to find Cap. Cave's kind of tangled up here. Cap almost with a beautiful move, just needs to lift a little more. Clash gets a second chance shot here. Doesn't take his shot at the right time there. And I have to say, if Clash stepped up a little bit more, I think this game would be comfortably in the Salmon's hands. Here's Clash again, though. It feels like he's just handling a little too much.
Yeah, there was like a full second there where he could have shot instead of taking that second touch.
It almost feels like, because, okay, Sun's a good goaltender. It almost feels like Clash is just trying to catch him off guard. But at this point, it's expected for Clash to handle it. And I think Sun knows that, so Sun's not really reacting to those handles. But either way, if Cave gets us up to Clash, it's going to be a good chance. E's there kind of marking him. Cave that has some good handles there, but turns it over in a costly position. Cap's there to recover. Cap has Clash up there, but you think, yeah, Cap's going to try to fire it in. Sun's a little late with reacting there. Either way, here's Clash. Cap takes it from behind the net. Tries to go for a wrap, and he gets it.
There it is.
Off of Sun's pad. I mean, that right there is, you know, I think Sun's got to know that's happening there, but when you have Clash Royale coming the other way, it's kind of tough to react.
Yeah, and it's hard to it's a lot harder on this server to react to those wraps because you turn so slow as a goalie. Where Sun's been playing in the PHL, they have much faster turning. It's much more noticeable as a goalie.
Yeah.
To be able to turn faster and slide across to
chance.
seal the post.
Is Clash going to try to go for another wrap? Almost. Here's Cap. Could have been beautiful if the turning in the server was faster. But either way, all right, Maddie kind of, not in the smoothest way, but he gets there, dangles it past Clash, but that's going to be the end of the period. I think it was once again very close, but like I said, I think a little less handling from Clash is going to be enough to take care of this. Obviously, getting that first game is important. Here's Cave with enough pressure. He's got Cap kind of coming to his left. Marcus in there to shut him down. Cap might have a shot here, and Sun saves it. And I think that's pretty clear Gant. Yeah, that's clear Gant. Cap out to Clash and scores it. All right. Either way, once again, it's the Salmon are really finding their footing. And Clash just murdered B. Oh my god. Kind of shaky inside. And that is a scramble of a goal there from Clash. But that, wow. And that's, I'll clip it, but that's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's not good. He went forward and crouched and had himself way out of position. I'm gonna say it's probably not good.
Yeah, no, that was a good goal. Oh, almost there. I mean, yeah, I don't want to dog on a team too much, but we have not been seeing good hockey from Tuna.
Yeah, not to mention again, call's not going to matter unless the Tuna score. So
Yeah, but it feels like there's a big disconnect in that team right now. There's Cave with it. Sharky just kind of whiffs on it a little bit. Maddie gets out there, but Cave's back there to recover it. Sends it up to Clash, who's able to fight with B over it. And Cap gets there. As Clash over almost gets at the Cap. It feels like Clash and Cap are really finding their footing. And like I said, once Clash handles a little bit less, it starts being a bit of a blowout. Clash to Cap, sorry. Almost finds him there. Maddie now, he has B on his right, E on his left. Tries to go for, I'm not yawning, you're yawning. Tries to go for E on D on the right, but ends up with E on the left. And then there's Cave with it, Cap on the left, Clash on the right, goes for neither. He just kind of does not get too much power on it. But here he is again. That stick's coming from a bunch of different directions. But Marcus ends up leaving with it. He's probably going to try to dangle the whole team there. I have to say, that move from Marcus might have been the best shot I've seen the Tuna take all game. And the real question is here is why is Marcus trying to shoot on Sun?
a little bit of trolling going on.
I think they're just trying to farm saves at this point because they know the stats are being tallied. There's Sharky not taking the empty net. Blocked by Marcus in the end.
No freebies.
Even with an empty net, he couldn't get it. Well, that's basically the game. Well, on to the next one.
What was that? 3-0?
Yep.
Take a look at the other server and see if they are done yet. Nope, no updates yet.
Okay. Got to make sure to sign this game in the warm-up real quick.
Now we're good. I'm here. Oh.
All right.
Warm up.
All right, and we are about to start up again here. Lineup changes. We have Neko getting in for the Salmon. I believe he's replacing Cave. And then for the Tuna, it's the same lineup except for Sun and Net, it's Ottinger and Net. So we're seeing the Tuna not really change a lot, but I don't know how much they have to change. I think the Salmon and the Koi especially have a lot more depth to fall back on, and then here's the Tuna just trying to fight to stay in it. Now, this is the best of 3, so of course if the Salmon win this, they are through to the next round. And Sharky just killed Matty while also taking down himself. Puck's kind of loose around back of the net. Matty gets a shot, not counted as a shot on goal, but it does go off RD. There's B with a big hit. Matty and Neko fighting over it. There's B with it again. He's got E to his left as well as Matty going center. Hits it back to Marcus, who kind of tries to handle his way through. Gets lucky there with not turning that over. E's over there. Tries to find Matty. Just a little behind him. Here's Matty again. Tries to send it towards the net. There's Sharky to shut it down, and now he's got Cap. And a bit of a miscommunication there, but they're able to find it out. And then Matty is now on his way. He might have a shooting lane if he plays his right. It just took too long, but he still has the lane. Good save by RD there. Matty made the wrong call going for a low shot there. RD is not going to open his 5-hole. Now there's Clash the other way. B and Marcus on him. None of them are looking at Cap. Cap has space, just unable to catch it properly. Finds Neko, and Neko scores it off of a beautiful pass. I mean, Trout, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, it was a good play, good pass out front.
Either way, here we have Cap off the face-off, finding Clash immediately. Clash kind of dangles it to Cap with an open shot, Neko on his left.
Oh, close.
And he shoots it, but it just barely goes over. And I think we just almost saw the tuna being fully done for, but instead, now they're going the other way. Marcus refuses to pass and ends up paying for it. There's Neko the other way with B on him. It's a full one-on-one. We're going to see who wins this. Neko goes out wide and ends up just not keeping the puck close enough to his stick. But here's Clash the other way. Sharky with it. Gets shut down by Maddie. Has Marcus up there, and now it's Marcus against Cap. And Marcus just dangled past him, has an open shot.
Oh.
Over. What's interesting here is, I mean, these are shots that these guys are not going to miss in warm-ups, but it's the pressure that they're playing with. It's the intensity. It's the nerves of being down one already that's just forcing these mistakes. But now here's Matty the other way. Sharky shuts him down well, and that's probably going to be an icing. Yep. And I don't know why B is trying to milk the clock here. I mean, when you're in a one-goal game, losing the series, every second counts. Oh, there's Neko with it now. He's got Cap going up, but Cap's got some pressure on him. They're giving Neko space. Fortunately, the space ends with the puck going to E's stick, who ends up losing it. And now you've basically got a 2-on-1. Cap's waiting for Clash there, goes for a shot, and once again it's over. Clash ends up finding it back. B's there with the press. Doesn't really get the power he wants, but it's all right because now he's got control. Clash still pressing. Plays it out to Maddie. That's a good pass. Maddie just kind of takes a little bit too long to handle it. Now you've got Clash and Cap the other way with Marcus pressing from behind and B out in front. Clash just sends it a little bit wide. There's Neko the other way. Back out to Clash. And then Maddie establishes control. He's got Marcus out on his right. You'd imagine he's going to try to hit him. But instead, Maddie goes for a bit too much of a handle and lets the Salmon find their footing here. And that was just not a good call. But either way, here's Marcus with it. He's got E trying to center. But Marcus has handles. And RD has reactions. And is on his way to a second shutout of the series between these two teams. I say, as that happens, and oh my God, RD escaped a disaster there because that almost went in off his pads. All right, here's E with it now. Sharky intercepts it. He's got Cap out in front of the net, but he's going to go for this. Good stop by Ott and good stakes to just get that far enough, but here's Clash again the other way, and that is the first period. Trout, what are we thinking?
Yeah, Salmon are doing really well to keep that possession and turn it into really good chances. I think they're playing great. Tuna aren't doing too bad. Again, they're making some really long passes that are just end up getting intercepted. I think they need to tighten it up a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is what, the fourth Tuna game we're seeing now, and Sharky just scored, and that's, I mean, you have to admit here that's the series. Tuna failed to score in that first game, and it looks like nothing's improved from that game, and they're once again down by a multi-goal margin. I mean, we've seen 3 Tuna losses now, including the game we just saw, and I don't think we've seen it get better for them. Either way, here's a 3-on-0, and E plays it past Marcus, and they fully squander a chance for a goal that any other team would have taken well. I mean, is this a matter of skill, or is this a matter of just having given up? Here's Maddie out to E again. And E just gets squashed by Sharky there. Sharky kind of lifts it up too high. Maddie with a good hit in the air, but no one's there to center. And now you've got Cap and B racing for it. B kind of wins the race, but not really. Good news for him is that Marcus is there. You got Maddie in the center now, but Clash is skating very fast to get that back. And now Clash knows he's got Cap out right, Neko out left, and he's got a hell of a handle on him. But Marcus, another good handler, knows how to shut him down. Here's Marcus coming the other way. Got Sharky in front of him. Sharky with good defense there. And it goes out to Ott. Clears it out to Marcus. You know, that's where the long passes are going to work, but I don't know what to make of what I'm seeing here. Now it's Cap on B the other way. B does enough to just kind of get his stick there. And now you've got a 4-on-3. But once again, the puck just does not go where it's supposed to. And they've got 2 shots on goal to the Salmon, 6. And now here's Neko again, might get their 7th. Almost. And Maddie's got Marcus up front, tries to send it long. Might work, but not really. I mean, it feels like I'm playing FIFA. It's constant long ball spamming. But either way, here you have E with Maddie out to his right. He's waiting for the pass. Marcus almost bats out of midair into that bottom right corner, but there's just not enough on it. However, here's E with a shot, blocked by Sharky. He's got Clash to his right. B's kind of pressing in there. Clash maintains it. Cap in the center. Plays it out. Not enough speed and not enough precision on it. But, you know, while the Tuna are looking better, there's just not a balance in their game right now. Ott's going out for this one. Tries to send it up to Marcus, finds Cap instead, who immediately tries to send it up and almost gets it into the net from his own half. I mean, these are the things you try when you're up 2 goals. All right, 2-on-1. Marcus against Sharky. Sharky is gone now. Maddie tries to create traffic in front, but RD is able to shut it down again. And here they come the other way. Maddie with good press. He's still got Marcus there. He's kind of waiting for the pass. Sends it, but not at the right time. However, E's in front now. Marcus has him. Marcus to E and another save by RD Gamer. Maddie with it now. Takes a shot. Another save by RD Gamer. We are seeing the great wall of RD right now. Here's Neko. He's got Sharky in the middle. Sharky with it almost gets through the 5-hole. Cap with a shot. Bounces around a little bit. And then Maddie ends up finding it. Kind of loses it a little bit. Here's Clash with it now. He's probably going to try to lift it up. But he doesn't and loses it to Maddie with Marcus in the middle. Marcus with a shot. Marcus doesn't shoot. Finds Maddie. And it's 2-1 and we have ourselves a game. Well, Trout. The Tuna are looking a little better now.
I don't know how I muted myself again, but I did. Yeah, the Tuna are looking really good right now. That was a great last play from them to go ahead and get that goal. Hopefully they can keep it going here.
Yeah. And in the chat here, Tuna are still salty about that Gint call. I think they might just be forever, but might just have to happen. Here's Cap against Maddie, though, and almost gets into that top left corner. I mean, if you're the Salmon, even though you have game one, you got to be a little worried here because I think the Tuna, after 4 losses in a row, are finally kind of finding their footing. Maddie's going to probably go with this one. Sends a little too high. He's got E over there. E has B back. Tries to find Maddie instead. Maddie with it. Tries to go for a wrap. Doesn't get it. And now you got Clash. Trying to send it up to Cap. Marcus with the press. Marcus trying to find a shot. And just goes a little too low. Either way, E is going to try to send this. Now Maddie versus Neko. Clash ends up kind of saving it there. And, I mean, we're seeing full pressure from the Tuna, and I think this is not going to hurt them, but this should have come earlier. All right, Clash with it now. Sees Cap on the left side, but he knows he has space. Got Maddie kind of shaky with the handles there. Sharky's coming back to help him out. Just using the clock as much as they can. Yeah, they're really trying to milk the time here. They know that the momentum is going against them now, and everything they can do to shut that down is going to go a long way. Flash out to Neko now by the boards.
Uh-oh.
Neko loses it. There's no one home there, but Cap might go somewhere with it. E's got it now. He's getting pressed. Out to B. Cap gets it back. And now Cap has Neko in the center. It's Marcus in his big-ass head. Cap out to Neko again. Almost gets a shot to go, but just not enough on it. Neko's still in the center. Clash with it now. He might send it back to Sharky. Which he does. And Sharky way up high. What a pass, because that found Cap on his back.
Oh.
You know, I know we're not supposed to show images of this, but Cap did just take a back shot. So.
All right.
Sorry. All right. We have E coming down the right now. He's got Maddie in the center. And Maddie is just not positioned too well to take that. I mean, that's on both of them there, but that was a good chance once again. And now you've got Sharky up to Neko. Ottinger going out to get it. Probably going to send it up to B. Only find Sharky instead. Sharky sends it to Maddie. Clash Royale there to take the press and absorb it. Maddie with some more press. But wow. Minute and a half here, you'd have to imagine at some point they're going to pull out and put in Quapple. Flash to Cap. Tries to kind of get it in off Ott's helmet. Doesn't work. Cap with a wrap. A little too high for Clash, but now you've got E, and you've got 2 guys on his left. Tries to send it to Marcus, and Marcus almost bats out of midair into the net. This is a different Tuna team we're seeing here, but as it stands right now, they are getting eliminated. Now you've got Neko on this side. Out to Cap, and Cap just shoots it wide. Taking his time here. Is this the right call? All right, he gets back to recover it, pressed by Neko. Sends it to Marcus with 20 seconds left. And Cap might just have to ice the game here with 15 seconds to go. And he's handling his way through here, but they have no one back. This is bold. 5 seconds now, and I mean, this is, yeah, that's game. All right. Well, I think this means now that we have that koi and bass result to wait for.
Mm-hmm.
But that's koi won that first game, and I think a koi salmon finals. Is the final also best of 3, or is it just single game
It's also
best of 3? All right.
you're the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also best of 3. I do believe. Take a look here. Where is the? Sorry, everybody at home. I heard my dog bark. My neighbor closed his car door. How dare he?
Shame.
Let me take a look here. Where is? There's too many channels in this darn Discord. I can't find all the All-Star stuff. Oh, there it is. No, I think that's it actually. That'll be it for us.
What?
Because that was the tournament to find out who would win first place. I believe that'll be. Oh no. We were finding out who would win third and who would win fourth place.
So we're gonna have the tuna for more games.
No, I think that's it. I believe Silky Salmon got third place and the tuna got fourth place. I believe.
Okay. So koi bass is the finals.
Yes, the ones on a Rick stream. I believe that is the case. Allow me to take a look in the media chat here and confirm with Neko. Game 2, salmon. Oh wait, that was you. Beast tuna. So why don't we? I'm gonna take a trip over there and see if we can catch the end of that game. Now, this is not salmon and tuna. This is koi and bass. Looks like the koi are gonna take it. Holy.
What's the score?
It is 5-1 koi with 1 minute left.
Damn.
Tell you what, let's hop into their Discord and mute ourselves and we'll just listen to their commentary.
All right.
Luke gets to this. Oh, he pulled the goalie. No, they didn't.
No, they have Jaws in that. Bareem sends us ahead to Xander. Still able to get it from him. Ashmeadle tries to get in the offensive zone, and he does to Silly Man Blah. Silly Man Blah tries to send it across to Luke. The shot, and I believe it might have been blocked off by Xander, actually, as it goes back in front, but they can't jam it in. Silly Man Blah gets to the rebound and sends it just wide. And Xander will send it up, looking for Serbain, and now Serbain has a lot of room. He's moving in on goal, and saved by Jaws. Silly Man Blah plays it back out to center. Pressured by Vareem, and it goes across. Serbain with the puck. 5 seconds. They clear it down. Time runs out. And the Koi will take the All-Star game.
What a beating the Koi have dished out. Champions of the All-Star Tournament and winners of the Trout Cup. What a tremendous play from the Koi. What a tremendous, great play from the Bass. This game was tough, but they played a tremendous tournament, and great plays for all of the teams that came about. Incredible, and they're shaking hands. What a tremendous
great
play of
sportsmanship. Great sportsmanship.
Excellent. What a way to show that. As of course we were playing hard. This is a friendly tournament that we were just working hard to enjoy, and we had a blast doing it. I know I had a blast being able to commentate. We have a couple additional folks joining us.
Indeed.
That you'll see on the screen here now. But from this game, guys, who do you think the All-Star MVP is? Because there's one name that comes to mind to me.
And for me, that is going to be Super Xander.
Absolutely. Xander has had a tremendous tournament, a hat-trick performance in this final game, and at least one other game-winning goal on the night. You have to look to the goaltending of the Koi, though, too. Peasy and Draken were a tremendous duo in this tournament. Looking at
Draisaitl getting some looks there as well. Draisaitl looks
getting
pretty
some
solid
looks in that. On the Bass side, you have to look Jules, or did I say, was it Jules or was it? No, I think it was. I was thinking of Clash, but Clash was on the Salmon.
Yeah, for me, I believe everyone in this tournament played well. I don't think there's one person I could call out for a bad game.
No, absolutely not. If I played in this game, I was getting dog walked every moment. So for me to be able to commentate this would be incredible. It was just an incredible opportunity. And hold on, I have to check something too. I was told to check something.
Well,
Liability, thank you for the dono as well for the Koi. Koi went undefeated in this tournament. Incredible.
I believe so.
What a performance from the Koi. Liability, thank you for the donuts. I don't have my alerts on because we're doing the IAPL, so I appreciate that. Sorry I missed that. But incredible performance from everyone who was able to participate in this, and it was so much fun. So thank you to everyone who was able to pop in for this. Trout, I don't know if you want to say anything, or I know you guys popped in, so I want to give you guys the floor as well.
Just want to say thank you for streaming your end of the games, and thank you so much for commentating, Sunless and Jamiroquai Lover.
Happy to be here. I enjoyed being part of the Gint call drama.
Yeah, I don't know how much you guys
arguing over there.
Yeah,
I didn't see any of it.
So they wanted to challenge a call that the mod called Gint, and we were stupid and we decided to review it. And I forgot how close these games were scheduled together, and we took a while to review it. And then they were mad because we said, no, that looks like a good goal. So, and it was Go ahead.
I just posted in media release, kind of my clarification of it in the clip and some screenshots of it. But it was a nailed on good goal, and I would have much rather just called it mid game and made the team that conceded it, in this case the Tuna, be aware that they're losing, instead of just losing, tying the game, and then it being like, oh, we're gonna add the goal on now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean it's the All-Star game, so no one cares. But I would say, I think, if possible for next season, if there could be a change implemented where it's like, if there's sufficient evidence and it's like a goal that's scored when it's a 1-goal or tied game, I feel like then it would constitute a challenge. I think teams should be able to get kind of with the NBA where it's one challenge, and if the challenge isn't passed, then they lose it, or if it's passed, they keep it. Just kind of for the consistency and not just using it because they don't like the call. But if that's a possibility.
Definitely sounds
I
like things to look forward to with season 2 coming to a winding down with this weekend, and looking forward to season 3, I would think.
Yeah.
I was about to mention, thanks all for tuning in on either stream. We appreciate you all coming, as always. Thank you to everyone who played, as you all played absolutely splendid games tonight. Make sure you come back tomorrow, because tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, 2 games. First at 7 o'clock will be Bibba taking on the Danglers, and at 8 o'clock, that will be the Ice Holes, not biased, taking on the Vancouver Sharks.
Very unbiased. Very unbiased.
Totally
Make
not
sure you
biased
check
at
that
all.
out at the IAPL network and not here. Unless Trout wants me to do it again, which I'd happily do on my channel, but youtube.com/@IAPL network.
If you ever want to just stream it on your end, you're more than welcome to. But we'll always stream it here.
Perfect.
All right, I will play us out with a harmonica solo.
That was lovely. All right, good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.